the Bamboo Project. If you don't already know, my name is Donovan Gray. I know a lot of people right now want to list a car on Turo, and the most important thing to know is which car to choose to list on the app. A few weeks ago, we made a video about how we chose our first car in our market, and in that video I said if you want me to do your city, then you can either DM or comment your city and I'll make a video for you. I'm going to show you what we did to find our first car to list on Turo. Shout out to all of our subscribers in Phoenix, Arizona. This video is for Kevin Terry and People's Progression LLC. Step one is to find out how much money you want to make in your market. So because I do not live in Phoenix, Arizona, I have to see what the median income is in that city. It's actually lower than I thought. So in 2019, the median income in Phoenix, Arizona is $30,652. So that is what we are going to use today for this video. And I'm dividing that by 12. The reason I'm doing that is so that I know how much money I have to make each month. All right, so I have to make $2,554 in profit every single month to not have to work in Phoenix, Arizona. You have to figure out how would you get to that number. Now you have to bring home $170.29. Let's just call it $171. And to get to that, your daily rate would have to be $227. The reason why that is in this scenario is because Turo has different insurance plans or how much they pay you out of how much you make. You can either get paid 60%, 75%, 80%, 85%, and then 90%. Originally, I was on the 75% plan, which is what I'm doing for this video, but right now we are currently on the 80% plan. On the 75% plan, you would have to charge $227 a day, and your car would have to be booked out at least 15 days. So to get 170, I divided 2554, which is my desired profit, by how much I think the car will be rented every single month, which is 15 days. So I'm gonna come back and explain how I got the take home rate and the daily rate when I get to step number 5. Step number 2 is go to Turo to change the date. So I go here to the Turo website and I will put in Phoenix, Arizona, right? And then also I'm gonna change the date to several months. It was really far into the future. The reason why I do that is because I want to be able to see as many cars as possible when I go through the app. And if I pick a date that's close to right now, somebody might have booked the car, it might be a holiday, or the person might not even have the car, maybe they want to keep it for themselves, who knows. But you're going to see more cars the further out you look into the future. So I'm going to choose April 4th to April 8th of 2022. All right, this is Phoenix, Arizona. I also want to look at the lines on Phoenix, Arizona, because I want to know just what the area looks like. Okay, so this is Phoenix. I don't know how far these other places are from Phoenix. What I've realized on the last video I made was that New York or New Jersey, where we are at right now, is a little bit different because it does not take me a long time to get there because of the train and buses and whatnot. So it takes me about 30 minutes, about an hour by train to get there, and then maybe like 30 to 45 minutes by driving. However, it's not a long distance. It's only about 15 miles. But in places like this, what I think you see up here where this says Deer Valley, that might be 30 miles from Central City, right? I don't know. This is an example. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because you'd have to drive 30 miles every time you get your car. So if you take a car out there, right, you can drive your car out there. The issue will be getting back. Now you're paying for an Uber to get back. I don't know how the public transportation works in Phoenix, Arizona. So that's why I would kind of try to advocate against having to take a bus, taking an Uber back every time. It might be $30, $40, $50. Actually, like $45 probably just to drop your car off. So that's why in New York it's a little bit different. I just hop on the bus for $15. All right, so Phoenix, Arizona is all of this area here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the map. Here's the map. Okay, let me zoom out. There don't seem to be a lot of cars in Glendale, which is interesting. Why are there no cars? Oh, never mind, there are cars in Glendale. There's a lot of cars in Glendale. Is that not part of Phoenix, Arizona? How'd that work? How y'all do that? So obviously all the cars are in this area here, which seems to be, y'all know better than me, it's Grenada Park in this area, it seems like. Yeah, closer to Central City, it seems like. A lot of cars are closer to Central City. Okay, and the first thing I'm not a fan of is the price of the Tesla Model 3. I don't really like that. I feel a lot, the first 4 cars are Tesla. That's also an interesting sign. The next step is to figure out where you want to list your car. So places that I choose to list the car are, I don't always want to put my car in the most active area because I have to compete with all the other people in that area. Now, the only way to compete in that area is if obviously you have a lot of cars, number one. And if you're brand new, you are not going to have a lot of reviews. So you won't come up at the top of the search rankings. So I try not to put my car in the most active area. I'll try and put a little bit outside of that area. Also, where we live at, you can see, like, I don't know why people are in this area other than probably Central City. A lot of other popular attractions are there, but for us, I try to put my car right next to the highway that comes from New York to New Jersey, because I know that once you get off the highway or take the bus across the bridge, our car will be right there. So that's how I chose that area. So just by looking at this, just based off of this, I would probably put my car somewhere up closer to Alameda, or a little bit maybe by the airport. It seems like I might put the car over there. That's probably where I would put the car. Just looking at off of this, I don't know the area that well, but like I said, you want to look for places that is easy to access if a tourist were to come in. So maybe near a bus depot or something like that. Now, step 4 is to write down the cars of each brand. Now, before I do that, there's something new that I wanted to look at. So I'm going to come up here where it says more filters, and I'm going to scroll down to where it says vehicle types, right? Now, right now you see 200 plus results. So what I want to see is I'm going to go through each one of these to see what type of car is listed the most here. So I do cars, we have 200 plus results. I do SUVs, 200 plus results. I do minivans, 200 plus results. I do trucks. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, it's actually adding them all up. I'm gonna do SUV, 200 plus. Okay, minivans. There are 36 minivans. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, trucks. There are 67 trucks. Okay, and then vans. There are no vans. So let's let y'all know. So I'm gonna go back to cars. There are 200 plus cars. And the SUVs, there are 200 plus SUVs. So I don't really know how they did that unless I'm about to find out there are so many cars out here in Phoenix. I'm doing that because when I get later down the line to find out which car I want to choose, it helps me to choose between, let's say there's a Model 3 and then a Model Y for the Tesla. A Model Y is a bigger car. The Model 3 is a smaller car. But by looking at that, I can see, okay, which car or which type of car being booked the most. So now I'm going to go down to where it says vehicle makes, and I'm going to write down each. I already have the numbers written down, not the numbers. I have the names written down here. So I'm going to go down this list and write down how many there are of each car. So I'm going to do 2 real quick so you can see. I'll do the first 3. So first I'm going to go to AM General. It says 0. So I would put 0 here. Alfa Romeo is 4. Okay. Wow. There are 4 Alfa Romeos. I think I skipped one. And then there's the Acura, which I believe I probably skipped. I did. There's 11 Acuras in this area. So 11. And I'm going to go down and do all the rest of the cars. Okay, so I'm back now. I always like to play a little game where I'll give you 15 seconds to guess which brands you think come in the top 3 spots. Okay, 15 seconds, go. So this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this in my entire life. Of all of the places, all the videos I've done, all the cars I've looked at, I've never seen a city like this. So far, just looking at this, and this is not even all of this area. It's supposed to just be mostly Phoenix, but it probably has some other cities next to it. There are 1,296 cars. Like, that's crazy. I've never seen that many, right? And normally I'll see like 400, maybe I've seen like 6, 7, maybe I think I've seen 8 once. This is basically 1,300 cars. So that's already a red flag to me. I'm going to show you which cars are coming in at the top 3 spots. Okay. So coming in at number 3 is the BMW with 109 cars. Okay, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever even seen a car or brand that has more than 100 cars. Coming in at number 2 is the Chevrolet with 111 cars. Okay, and coming in at number 1 with 139 cars is the Toyota. Okay, the Toyota. Now, obviously, if you watched the videos before, I do not choose cars that are in like the top 3 spots because it's oversaturated. Here's my thing. I normally look at to see, okay, is a car oversaturated in terms of relativity to the other cars in the market? This seems like there are just a whole lot of cars, like 139 cars of just a Toyota. Like, that's crazy. Like, that is insane. And then the Tesla's 107, Chevy's 111, and the BMW's 109. Like, that's just crazy. 1,300 cars. So I'm not choosing any of those cars. Okay, so now we are on to step 5. So I said earlier it's going to come back to this to re-explain it. What I'm doing here is I'm going to divide my desired profit, which is the money that we talked about earlier, how much I want to make per month. I'm going to divide it by 15. The reason I'm going to divide it by 15 is because I think that is the average amount you should look at to have your car booked every month. The minimum is 15 days out the month, right? So I'm going to take this number here. So you have to bring home $170 a day for 15 days, okay? Now, the next step is to divide that number by 75%. The reason I say that is because Turo has multiple plans. They have a 60% plan, a 75% plan, an 80% plan, 85 and 90%. The difference between each plan is how much money you keep. Also, they're technically insurance plans, so that tells you how much your deductible will be if something happens to your car. With 90%, you get to keep with 90%, you get to keep 90% of your income. However, your deductible is $2,500. And with the 60% plan, I believe your deductible, there is no deductible, I believe, for the 60% plan. But as you see, they take 40% of your money. So, you know, there's that. I'm going with 75% here, but I'm actually going to put all of the ones here. All right. So what you see here is I divided how much I have to make every single day for the 15 days by each plan that they have. So if I'm on a 60% plan, that means that I have to charge $283 a day for my car, right? Because then if I charge $283, I will keep $170. Now, as you see, it goes down. So right now we're on a 75% plan. So that means that here, let's say that we're going 75%. So we would have to do $227.05 will be our daily rate for the car. Now, you're probably not going to get a car that you can charge $227 for 2 reasons. 1, it's going to be hard to find a car like that. And 2, it's going to be expensive. People just starting out cannot afford a car that's going to charge $227 a day unless you got the bag like that. Some people do. I don't. I didn't. Still don't. So a car like that's probably going to be a sport, like not a sports car, one of the luxury type of cars. So for us regular folk, we have to get multiple cars. Now, I personally think that you should get about, I want to say 5 or 6 cars, right? Now, I know it sounds overwhelming to get that many. Here's the reason why. So if you get 4 cars, right? If you get 4 cars, you have to charge $57 a day on the 75% plan. And then you'll be able to keep $170 a day if every car is booked out 15 days out of the month, right? Now, the only thing that's not being taken into account is if you do financing, which is why I think you should probably do 6 cars. It could take about, let's see, making like another 30% of your profit will go to financing. So I try to, if you have another car, it's easier to compensate for that. I'm going to get into the financing prices later, but just an idea. So for this example, we're going to do, should we do 4 cars? We're going to do 4 cars. Should we do 4? Actually, we're going to do 5 cars for this one. So you have to have 5 cars charging $45 a day. Now, here's a good thing about this. It's a lot easier to find cars that charge $45 a day. You're not going to be hard pressed to find that. As opposed to other markets where you had to get cars that are making $77 a day. But as we saw earlier, this area is very saturated. So we're going to see if we can find cars like that. I actually missed one step. It's part of step number 4. When you get to step number 4, or you finish step number 4, you will look through all of the brands, and then you will choose the brands that are in the middle. You don't want the cars that are all at the top, like the ones that have 100, 109, 111, and you also don't want the cars that have 0. So from the numbers I'm looking at here, I think a good amount would be somewhere in the, I would say in the 15 to 30 range. That's what I would look at. The reason I chose that is because I think that it's in the middle. It's not, I think 56 is very high. That's almost, what's 56? It's about 5% of the market right now from the numbers I have here. So I think we're looking at, 15 to 30 is what I would do. So for 15 to 30, we have the Porsche, the Mazda, the Lexus, the Chrysler, the Cadillac, and the Audi. Step number 6 is changing the daily rate. So I would go back to Turo. I would reset this, right? I would go to price, and I would put $45 and up, which is crazy to me. I've never even seen anything like that. So $45 and up, and now I would go back to more filters and then choose the cars that I selected earlier, starting with the Audi. So there are 26 Audis charging $45 or more. Now that we have done that, the next step is to go through the listing. All right, so you're gonna do a quick little, skim through real quick. I see a Q7, another Q7 at the top of the list, a Q5, a A7, a Q3, a Q7, a A5, a Q5. Okay, so I'm just looking at what cars are coming up the most. I see a lot of Qs. That's what I'm looking at. I see a lot of Qs. So obviously out here, they like this car, the larger big body cars. And this person has 5 trips in this car from 2012. That's a good sign. So it seems like the Q would be the best I see out here. All right, so this one has 35 trips. That's good. 14 trips. That's good. 20. That's an A7. The Q3 has 10 trips. The Q7 has 4. So here's the thing: they're all getting booked. I personally think it might be a lot of these though. There's these people out here in Phoenix. Y'all know about pictures, because these pictures are fire. Like y'all are really doing it now. Funny enough, this one kind of looks the same as this one, so I'm wondering if whoever took these pictures is the same person. But listen, a lot of people don't know about pictures. Pictures are very important. So I see, like I said, it's between the Q and the A. That's what I'm seeing the most here. Yeah, I would go with the Q personally. That's what I would go. But the money is here too. This is good. This is actually really good. This is a good first pick. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to I'm going to go through the actual listing. Now that I kind of have an idea of what car I think I would get if it was an Audi. This is Chris. He has 40 trips. So his last review was September 29th. Now, see, to me, that's not a good thing. That was a very long time ago. That's a bad sign to me. So his first review is October 4th from last year. You see it right here at the bottom when you go down to review. And you see that was his first rating or review. And his last one was September 29th. He has 35 trips from last year to now. So in a year, he has 35 trips. He's looking at about 3 trips a month. So that's not that bad. That is not that bad for a whole year. I don't think that's that bad. And he's charging $113 a day. Okay. But he hasn't had a trip in a while. So let me look at last year. Was he getting booked around this time last year? Oh, wow. So you see, even look last year. October 11th was the booking, and then there was no booking until March 9th of the following year. So that seems it's probably seasonal. A Q7 from 2018 has 14 trips. Let's look at their listing. This is Damon with 22 trips, and his last review was November 14th. That's good. That's good. It's okay. I like to see something closer to today's date, which is December 2nd, but November 14th is not too bad. His first rating was August 16th. So from then to now, he has 14 trips. August, September, October, November. So in 4 months, he has 14 trips. That's great. That's great. So that goes to show me this car is doing pretty well. And people are getting all the Qs. This is a Q3, Q5. No, it's somebody else. Heidi. Oh, 300 trips, Heidi. Okay. Heidi has 30 trips for this car. Okay. 2021, charging $179 a day. Remember, you only need, you can get 2 of these and you don't have to work for the whole year. Like 2 of these. That's all you need. It's 2 of these and you're good. The last review is November 21st. Okay, I like that. November 14th, that's good. So, okay, and let's see, when was their first review? March 22nd. So from March 22nd to now, they have 30 trips. That's good. Oh, found a guy. I always try to find the power host in each city. Right now, this one looks like to be Brandon. A power host is somebody that has 1,000 trips. There's no banner for it. It's only a banner for all-star hosts. But 1,000 trips. I've seen somebody in my city. He has 4,000 trips. It's crazy. It's the most I think I've ever seen. Let me just copy this right now because I want to use this for later. His last review, November 19th, November 7th. He had 4 trips in October. He had, Jesus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trips in October. So from May 10th of this year to today, this car has 35 trips. So y'all can see where the money's at. If you get a newer car that's a Q5 and up, you're gonna get some good money. This one's $206 a day. So you already, listen, people have the money out here, it seems like, to pay for this. If you don't have the money to afford this car, it seems like you could probably do an older one like this, maybe. Wow. That's insane. From December 6th of last year, November 9th of this year, this car has 53 trips. That's insane. And it's a 2014. So I don't know what about this car people like. Maybe because it's supercharged. Oh, only 1 of 2 in Phoenix available. So obviously, you know, talking that shit. The next car on the list is the Cadillac. Up here too, near something Valley up here, there seems to be $330 a day. Oh my God. You can get 1 Escalade, probably 2 Escalades, and get to the back. This, oh my God, yeah. Get you an Escalade. Let me write that down, because obviously I don't have to even really keep going through it. But okay, let's find somebody who's getting a lot of bookings with an Escalade. This one has 19 trips. Alex, another power host, 1,200 trips, 1 star. Wow. Sheesh. Last review is October 25th. That might have hurt you, bro. That 1 star might have really messed you up. The next car on the list is the Chrysler. Chrysler Town. Okay, the minivan's doing okay. How many cars are there? There's a lot, 20 something. Okay. I'm gonna say this right here would be my golden car. I'm going with the Chrysler Pacifica. And the reason I say that is because it's not a car that people are gonna speed around in. You don't have to really worry about people messing it up too much. It's not going to be super cheap, but it's probably going to be cheaper than the Escalade and the Audi. And they charge a good amount of money. You get $146 for one from 2017. So, you know, that's good. So let me put that 2017. Another tip to do is this. Let's say that you see a price, right? It says $146. Some people like to change their future dates as opposed to their, you know, more so current dates. So to check that, you go to the listing, you click on start or trip start, and then you would go back to today's date, which is December 1st, right? So you see 101, 110, 110, 94, 110, 94. So she's not getting the 146 every single time, but she's already booked out for Christmas for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. And let's see, in January. Yeah, so if you see here, she's not really charging that much every day. She's charging about 115, which is still, that's not bad. How did it get to 146? If you past March is 146. So yeah, she's charging about 115 a day. That's what it seems like, about $100 to $115 a day. And maybe the season changes in Phoenix. So all right, on to the next car is the Lexus. I'm not gonna lie, I will not sleep on the Lexus. People seem to really like the Lexuses, and they are doing pretty well in terms of price. 68 trips, $80. Remember, you only need $45. That's from 2014. This is 2014, $120. So let's see. Are they charging that right now? If I want to get this car right now, Lexus IS 250. He has 567 trips with a 5-star overall review. Shout out to you, bro. You killing it. Who is it? Daniel? Damn, Daniel. Now, let's see. We got... You can't even book the car in January. All right, so see, we got here. The car not even 120. The car like $100. And who's this? Brandon probably. It's Jessica. Shout out to Jessica. So honestly, I will get the IS 350. That's what I would get. Next on the list is the Mazda. 19 Mazdas. Go do a quick 169 trips. That's insane. That is crazy. I might look back at that one. Yeah, if I'm gonna get me a Mazda, I'm getting a Mazda MX-5 Miata. They have so many bookings, and there aren't a lot of those. That's a gap for you to hit that market. This one, whose is this? This person just added this. I'm probably thinking, trying to get to the back because they saw everybody else. Brett bought one of these this year. This person has, where's this car located? Right next to the airport. Okay. The other one is located, where is it? Right next to the airport. Same spot. Convertible joint. Okay. Let's see their last booking. So Tyler, another power host, 1,200 trips. November 15th was his last booking. Like I said, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. 2 weeks ago. And this other person is Tyler. Is Tyler both of these are Tyler? Wait, does he have both of these cars? Hold on. Wait. Is Tyler killing it with just these 2 cars? No way, Tyler. You built like that? Nah, Tyler, you a gangster. You would go. Let me see. How long you had this car though for? That's what I gotta check. When is your first review? So from October 22nd, 2019 to today, he has 78 trips. I want to say like 37, 39 trips a year, that's good. And he has 2 of them. One of them has 169 trips, and it's a 2018. So he got the new one, and it got so much more trips. I'm just saying, this is crazy. Get you this. Get this one. Get this Miata. Mazda Miata MX-5. That's what I would get. These other ones are cool, but that's the one I feel like that one's gonna get you to the back. Oh, last thing, let's check. Is he charging that price? It's a third one on here with 121. Whose car is this? This better not be Tyler again. Tyler has 3 of these. Tyler, how you doing this? How you have all these cars that are getting? Oh, are you a rental company? I'm confused. What's going on here, Tyler? Yeah, Tyler, you have to explain to me what you're doing here, bro. How you got 3 cars with 70 plus reviews? Like, that's crazy. This has 121 trips. Tyler. Yeah, he has. Hold on. It's another one of these. Who has this one? This better not be Tyler again. Oh, it's Daniel. Okay. Because this is crazy. Get you this Mazda. Obviously, they know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. There are 5 of these, and 6 of them, and they all have so many trips. Except for this last one I just saw. Let me see what's the deal is on this one. It's Brian with 11 trips. Right, he just joined. He got this car what day? From November 12th to now, he got 6 bookings. Get this car. Stop playing. Get the car. Just get this one. That's the one. All right, the last one on the list is the Porsche, which is gonna be expensive, but hey, whatever. 15 Porsches. Booster, Boxster. I feel like I'm seeing a vibe. What kind of cars I like out here. I think I'm seeing which I rock with. I don't really like the Porsche. What I'm seeing in terms of numbers. There's only one with the 39 trips. I get to have the Macan. Okay, that's the one I would probably get. Whatever this is, the Porsche Macan. Let me just write that down. P-O-R-C, Porsche, M-A-C-H-A-N. 2018, 2016. Okay, so those are the ones I would probably look at. Yeah, but Porsche don't really not doing it for me. It's expensive and whatnot. So, all right, now that we looked through all of those cars, the cars that I have chosen so far is the Q7 or higher with the Audi, the Escalade for the Chevy, the Chrysler Pacifica, Lexus IS350, the Mazda Miata MX-5, and the Porsche Macan. The next step is to find the price for the cars that you want. So we have our cars. Let's see what we got here. I like to use Carvana. The reason why is because it's easy to see how much the financing will be. Shout out to Jaden, Melissa's. Is he your nephew? Your cousin. Her cousin. He's like 7. Probably. Bro, he's like 7. He knows more about cars than any person I know, like any grown adult that I know. So he be looking at cars on Vroom. So I'm just going to check that out today to see like what that looks like. All right. So the first car we looking at the Q7. Yeah, these are kind of expensive. So let's go back to Carvana. Okay, so for $15,000 down, you could get you a 2017 Escalade. Now, I don't really like putting that much money down because I feel like once you put that much money down, you don't really recoup your bread until you pay all of that off. Now, you could recoup the money once you sell the car, but then it's kind of like, it's like equity, right? It's equity towards the car. So when you sell, you get that money back. I don't really like looking at it like that. If I put out $1,000 for my car, I want that money back in like 2 months. That's how I look at it. I'm like a hard money lender. Send my money back. So these cash down payments are high, but this could also vary depending on your credit. There are 11 Escalades, 2016, 17, 18, 17, 18, 18. So honestly, you could do 15 forward. So I'm gonna go with, I think 17 is the best bet, but you can do 15 forward. So 8,000 cash down, 800 a month, and for those cars they are charging about $300 a day. Let's just say 300. I mean, your monthly payment for this car is $800. So you would pay this car off in 3 days that it was booked. $899. So let's say $900. So let's go back to the little calculator we have down at the bottom of the screen. All right, so if you are rented out 15 days, so you're charging $250 for your car, you know, conservatively, this is how much money you making every single month on your car. Now that's crazy. If your car is booked for 15 days, you're making $3,750 for your car, which is absolutely insanity. The car, that's gross. The car payment though is like $900. So your insurance, I don't know, let's say if you're using, you know, one of these other fleet insurances, you at that. So on an 80% plan, you making $2,000 profit. That's crazy. So that means you get 2 of these, you're making the amount of money you need to make to cover your expenses, and the car's paid off, and you still are making more money you need to make. And your car's only booked 15 days out of the month, which is crazy. And this is 21. If you on 21 days, this is how much you would make here. If you're on 30 days, how much you would make here. These numbers are ridiculous. So honestly, you can get one car, maybe or so, and have the 90% plan and probably cover all of your expenses for the car and cover your amount you need to make as for the year. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I would listen. How much it costs if you got it? It's $10,000 down. You make that back in like 2 or 3 months probably. So yeah, it costs $51K. So about $50,000. Yeah, bro, that's great. So 2017 or higher. So right here, boom, $5,000 cash down. You get a Q7. I will get this one, the 2018 Q7 for $5,200 down. $800 a month. That's what I would get. I think you could get away with like 150 to 200. Let's just double check the highest person on here who has 35 trips. They're charging 113. And if you want to book the car right now, it was 2014 car though, so you can charge more than that. This one right here is 2017, so you're gonna get, yeah, I'm thinking like 150. I think you could comfortably do this one right here is 226 though. I think you could comfortably do 175. Actually, they charge 266. You can comfortably do 175 and then, you know, kind of hover around there and see what's up. So let's see. Go back to calculator. We have 175. So this is how much you'd be making here if you were on these plans. 15 days. This is the 21 day. If your car was booked 21 days, and this if your car was booked 30 days down here. It's not bad. It's not bad. $1,000 profit is not that bad. That one's not the best for me. Let's see the Pacifica it looks like. All right, we're looking at 2017. Oh wow, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. This is actually might be the sleeper. So when I said I think it's my golden car, right? Boom, this is the car. I think this might be the car I would choose. So $100, $110 a day, I think, for this car. The down payment is low. So you're making $588 profit. And you would need to have about 6 of these. So you can mix and match them, but you need about 6 of these if you're on this 50%, 75% plan, and it's booked 15 days out the month. Here's 21 days, and this is the 30 days here. Okay. So next on the list is the Lexus IS 350. Oh my God. What? This car's not even expensive. Wow. What's the newest car? What's the newest year for this one? Bruh. Get this one. Y'all need to stop playing. This is the car I would buy hands down, no questions asked. I would get the 2021 Mazda MX-5 Miata. It's $1,000 cash down, right? We got 122, 79, 99, 119, 87, 199, right? Which one has the most bookings? 169. I'm gonna say you top it out at 100. Actually, these are old though. You have the newest one, you could probably do 120. I think you get away with 115, 120 on this car. I'm gonna say 120 because it's the newest car, and there literally are no 2021 cars out here of this type. So that's the one I would go with. Now let me look this up. Let's see how the numbers break down. So we're looking at 120. We're looking at 120, and we're looking at $633 a month if you want to get the brand new one. Now y'all see the car gets booked a lot, so you know. You could do, I think you making $700 profit in your pocket for this one, and it's not expensive. So if you just starting out, you can get this car and put it on the app. Like, this is the car I would get as a beginner. Like, I would definitely get this one right here. It's cheap. People are booking it. This is a car I would go with. Absolutely. I might even finesse around and do the 80% plan or something like that. 85% plan. But you can get like 3 of these. Bruh, this is the car until it becomes saturated for people watching this video. And then they have 2 cars left, the Lexus and a Porsche. All right, so Lexus IS350. They charging, you getting one. Oh my God, these are so old too, bruh. Okay, you getting like, I say you get like 165, 170 for this, but I'm gonna say 150. Lexus, but then they're so old. They're so old. So the newest year, maybe this car was discontinued. I feel like it was. Okay, so the newest year is a 2016 from Carvana. It's $721 a month, and you charging like $150 a day. So we doing $150 a day. Let's say you're paying $700 a month. Boom, that's what you're looking at. About $1,000 that you're making a month. $888, and obviously it's not including gas and, you know, if you want to buy treats and stuff for the car. But that's a good one too. I might get that one too. That one is not bad. And they have one for $1,000 cash down with a lower down payment. So I don't know what the difference is. Oh, it has more miles on it. So I would definitely get that. So my top picks so far will be the Mazda Miata. Then it would be this one, and then the Escalade would be the ones that I look at. And then this last one I'm doing is the Porsche. You're looking at like 220 I think you get for this car comfortably. Let me just double check this real quick and just see if they're charging this right now. Shout out to Enema. Okay, 125, 190. I don't know if I like seeing that. So I'm gonna say that this car. So I think 200. I think you can get 200 for this one, and if you get a newer one, let's see how much. Yeah, absolutely not. This is too much money, and they don't charge enough for this, so I would not get this car. Just looking at these prices, $850 a month. I'm not even gonna go through it because it's a lot down. You got to pay $850, and you only get like $200. I mean, let's see. You're getting $200 possibly for a newer one. You pay how much you pay in a month? Per month, you paying like you pay like $850 a month to $900 if you get a newer one. I think you can get a newer one. I'm gonna say $850. Paying $850 for this. I mean, that's not bad. $1,300 a month. That's not bad. That one's not that bad either. So. But again, I'm gonna go with 175. I feel like people was changing their prices. That's still not bad. That's still pretty good. After you pay it off, it's not a bad car if you have the money. Okay, so I would definitely, it's not bad. So what I've seen so far from number 1 car for me is the Mazda Miata MX-5. The number 2 would be the Chrysler 27, the Chrysler Pacifica, then the Escalade, and then the Porsche. And the reason I do it in that order is because of the people who are new, you aren't spending all of the money that you have on your first couple of cars. But if you have a bag, you have the money, get you a nicer car like the Q7, the Escalade, and maybe even the Porsche. But with that being said, Bamboo Project out.